Honestly, who for you is the harder pitcher to hit when you face the Dodgers, Ohtani or Yamamoto?
I think Ohtani is a little harder, but Yamamoto is pretty good too, so I think Ohtani is a little tougher for me personally.
When you struggle, who is the one person, teammate, coach, or family you lean on the most? And what do they say that helps you?
I think I always lean on my family the most because they obviously know the core of me. So they know how to calm me down and how to bring me back to the ground and try to make me get focused again on the things that I need to do. But I think I lean on more on my family.
When you're struggling, do you watch your old highlights or avoid them, and why?
I watched my old highlights. I feel like sometimes you go back to the good moments that you had to kind of like manifest that coming back, you know, that feeling, the feeling of seeing myself being successful and doing great things. I feel like it brings back that energy and it kind of like makes me go back to that stage of when I was doing great.
Can you share with us any funny superstitions that you or some of your teammates might have had?
I feel like, you know, in baseball, that's pretty common. It's just like do whatever you did. Let's say if I go 3 for 3 with 2 homers, they would try to do the same thing that they did that day, the next day, and trying to repeat that. If they wearing some type of leggings with a pole or something, if that worked that day, it's gonna be wearing the next day. Sometimes I try to do the same thing when I'm doing great. You know, I can't lie.
What's one small detail in MLB that fans don't notice, but players feel every day?
Sometimes I feel like, you know, fans forget that we're like humans, the same normal as everybody. I feel like they forget that and, you know, they take the human element out of us.
What would you say is the most difficult pitch to hit at the MLB level?
Man, that's a tough one. There's pitchers that have a nasty splitter. There's another pitcher that has a nasty sweeper. I think that would be a personal question. Whatever your weakness is, I guess it just depends on where you struggle the most.
Which retired legendary pitcher would you never want to face in present day MLB?
Ooh, I don't know, because I like to compete. But I feel like I would never ask for like, oh, I want to face Pedro Martinez every day. But I like to compete, so for me, it would be like a nice challenge.
But you'd be down to take him on.
Yeah, of course. I'll be down. Of course, I'll be down to compete.
What is some advice you'd give to Koreans that want to move abroad to San Francisco to help them adjust to life there?
It's a different city, a lot of diversity, so just to gotta kind of like embrace that. Because even for us as Dominicans, just gotta adjust to it and embrace it.
What are your go-to meal spots in the West Coast, namely LA, SF, and Arizona?
Ooh, damn. I feel like Arizona, there's a place called Flower Child that I love. It's a popular spot. For LA, I don't really have a favorite spot because I always like to go to different places. But we went to a Korean barbecue place last year with Jung-Hoo and Justin, and we had a great time there. In San Francisco, I would say it's a sushi spot that I really like. It was close to the house I was living at, and it was really good.
Can you walk us through the most hectic at-bat you've had at the major league level?
I think I took a really good at-bat against Kimbrough in my debut. I ended up striking out, but it was a really tough at-bat because for me, like, that was my first day in the big leagues and I was facing the best closer at the time. It was like a 9-pitch at-bat. I felt like they welcomed me to the big league, even though I ended up striking out, but that one for me was like welcoming to the big league. And it was a really competitive one, but sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, but you learn from it. And for me, I think that one was really cool. Hey fans, Willie Adames here. Follow MLB Korea channel and don't miss content from me and the other Mary Talk crew. You can also watch our previous videos, so don't forget to drop us a comment, hit like, and watch all the videos through the end. Make sure to tune in to Giants Baseball and watch our big matchup coming up this week. 사랑해요.